Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So what we're going to do today is continue work on our ticket tag book. I'm calling it that because I don't know what else to call it, but I did do a few things. So on the front page, I added this fabric cluster, and my sister, words, stitched a seashell for me on this piece of felt. So I thought that was really fun, and so I added just some other fabrics and things back behind here and stamped, and that's that. And then I also added a piece of washi, some sari silk, another piece of stamped fabric that just says beach right there. So that's the front, and then when you flip it over, as you know, I did it upside down, but I'm kind of glad about that, and I think it's going to work out just fine. I don't think it's like the tags aren't falling out, so I think it's fine. So we're going to work on this pocket. I did a couple of tags to go in here, just some quick simple ones. This was I had this from some scrapbook paper for years, and so I just punched it out of the paper pack, and then added one of the squids from the collage book that I have, and I just Mod Podged it, or whatever you call it, on there. Stuck it down with some of the Tim Holtz tissue paper, and then this is just a book page that's been stamped on, and then I just stamped a couple times. So that's that. And then this is one of the images from the digital, this digital Fun at the Beach, and it's just a photograph. So I just tore it out because it was a pretty big photograph, and stamped up there with the stamps that my hubby gave me. They're Tim Holtz stamps. And then this is a seashell stamped on here. It's kind of hard to tell now that I've stitched on it, but piece of sari silk, and this is just a piece of the edge of mixed media paper where it hooks onto the spirals, and it's just colored with some inks. So, and I colored this with ink. This is a Tim Holtz piece, this tag. So those go in there, but let's get this covered, and I'm just going to kind of collage on it. So how y'all doing? I hope you're having a good day. I have another one of these ready to go to use, and I have just some this is that kid paper where you can draw at the top. I've just run it through my embosser with my Big Shot, so I'm going to use a piece of that. I'm just going to kind of wing it. I thought it sort of looks like sand, so I thought that might be kind of fun to have on there. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. We're doing good here. Just crazy weather again. It's all rainy and cruddy again today. I'm getting real done with it, I'll tell you. Real done. And I'm sure you all feel the same if you're having the same problem, or you may be having the opposite problem of drought and you're not liking that either. It seems like we're all over the place. But I just want it to be nice for a bit. Ready for the nice weather. It's gonna become like the Pacific Northwest around here pretty soon with this rain every day. I mean, we did have a few days without it, but oh, somebody asked me what glue stick I use. I use Scotch Create. It's permanent. That's the one I like. I get it off of Amazon. I don't know where else you can get it because I haven't found it in my area, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't have a whole ton of great supplies like that around here. I've looked at the office supply places and craft stores and wherever, and I don't find it, but that doesn't really mean anything. But I just get it on Amazon because I know I can find it there. And I get a 4-pack, which is also very helpful for me because I go through a lot of glue. So that's how I do it. That's my favorite one. Glue is just one of those things you gotta play around with and see what you like the best, because I think everybody's got different kinds they like best. So That's my advice anyway. I'm going to take the blue, the Mermaid Lagoon, kind of rub it over here just a little bit lightly maybe. Well, this one doesn't go terribly light, but since it is embossed, but I mostly just caught the wrinkles, but that's okay. All right, and then I wanted to add a piece of the seashells from the Fun at the Beach Digi. This is a photograph I took while we were in Florida. And I like that. Yeah, it was just so crazy, the beach that we were close to. I mean, there's a few different beaches, but anyway, it had the coolest seashells. They were just everywhere, so it was just really cool. I'm just going to kind of wing this and hope I get it sort of good. I don't know if that's enough or not. Yeah, I didn't do good, did I? I'll take a new piece. I'll do a better job. That was bad, Amy. I'm going to put a little mark there. And it's just down a little, not a lot. It's a very shallow punch. That's much better. Yes, I'm a dingbat. I admit it. I just have to get just the paper here. Alright, hopefully we got it. That looks pretty good. That's not the best. I'll just snip it again. It's always interesting trying to get all these things like lined up right. So yeah, I guess I don't have a whole lot of stories today. We haven't really been doing much, just stuff around here. I did finally get on Facebook, believe it or not. I just decided I'm gonna have to, because I'm just sort of at a standstill with my channel and my Etsy shop. I feel like I'm just not growing at all. So I decided I probably need to get out, you know, more of the social media, just so people know about my shop and everything. So if you know anybody, you know, that likes to do this type of stuff, please let them know about my channel and my shop and all those kind of things. I would appreciate it loads. I mean, if you like what I do, of course. If you don't, then probably not. All right, so what do we want to put on here? I think I wanted to put, I found a few pieces of Tim Holtz stuff that I want to put on there. And obviously I'm not going to use all this. I thought this might be neat in one of the pockets. It's just a ship from one of his packets of stuff. But I think I'm going to do this little piece, which I think is these safety pins. It was kind of hard to tell what's on there, but I'm just going to put this on here and then have these boys sitting on it. They look like summertime to me. Maybe not necessarily beach, but I don't know, just made me think of summer. Thought it was cute. And then I think I'll put these there. All that summery stuff. This is also a Tim Holtz piece. I need to do this too, huh? Sorry, fast forward if you don't like the inking. I wasn't sure exactly totally what I was going to use, so. Which is the case quite often, and then I also change my mind a lot, so. Sorry, froggy throat today. My daughter thinks she's getting sick. I'm like, oh great, can we not? It's the up and down weather, you know what I mean? It's just never good. And everybody's got allergies and all the stuffs happening. Yep, those boys look like they probably weren't up to too much good, right? Just having fun. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta figure out how high, because his head touches top and bottom basically. Head and then feet. I think that should work pretty good. I mean, it doesn't really matter what's on this because it's going to get mostly covered up anyway by the boys sitting on it. Just nice to have some piece of paper or something for them to sit on. Otherwise they look kind of weird. Floating there in nothingness. I think that looks right. So like I told you guys, my husband and I have been watching all these crazy shows. Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch. But I feel like you don't get anywhere. Like you watch a whole season and they keep, you know, kind of pulling you along, but it doesn't feel like it necessarily tells you a whole lot. But I guess it's because they don't totally know why certain things have happened. Okay, so those are going to go in there just like that. So that one is done, you know, pretty much this far. And I think this was the top. I decided, that, like I said, I'm going to have to be real careful on top and bottom because I want them to line up as well as possible. And then this one, I thought it would be fun. I'm going to put this sand in the background. I mean, I'm not that worried about the footprint because I'm not going to see a whole lot of it anyways. So we need 5.5 roughly of this. And we're going to tear off the other edge too. Just a little bit. The trick with doing just a tiny strip is just to keep moving down. I've discovered, if, you know, I mean, that's probably over exaggerated, but it seems to be the best way to keep it from sliding out from under the ruler, in my opinion. Let's tear it this way. And then I'll figure out how much to take off the other end. I want all the edges torn. You can see just toes. I'm sure it's probably hard to pick it up on camera, but it's there. Not the best. Okay, and I'm just going to get that glued down. Other than, I did want to put this on as a flip. So maybe I put that down first. Just so that I can glue this over the top of the hinge paper, which I think I'll just go ahead and use a piece of this since it's sitting right here. And it'll work. It's folded. What you doing? Oh, checking on that.
Yeah.
Trying to get more storage on my iPad and everything. So I'm just making a hinge from, you know, the slanted cut part down to the bottom. It doesn't have to be the exact measurement. It'll work fine regardless. And I left this blank on the back, so I think I'll just glue it to the back. And then I'll glue it right here, and we'll put the other piece of paper over the top. Let's get this side first. Okay. And I'm just going to line up the tag, this bottom corner with the edge of the ticket here. And then that way it will come right over like that. And then we'll put the other piece on. Hopefully I can manage to get this one going the right direction. I forgot to ink the ticket too. Okay. And this tag is also in the Fun at the Beach Digi. Need a new glue page already. Tired, son?
Yeah.
Has it been rough being out of school?
Yeah, it really has.
Dealing with all your mom's tech problems?
Yeah. There's a real backlog of them.
Yeah, I know. Because I've been waiting for you to be around. That's how that works.
There's a lot of bleeding involved.
Yeah.
Computers are slow.
Yeah, they are. And annoying.
Yeah.
Especially for me.
Because nothing ever works for you.
It doesn't. He even says that it doesn't work for me, and it doesn't. It's, I don't know, if there's some kind of juju against me on the whole computer thing.
And your computers don't even work for me. Like, if you've touched it too much, it stops working for me.
I'm getting everything all messy.
I mean, I guess I spent the last 2 months trying to get my computer to work. And it turns out
Yeah,
one of the parts just died.
his quit working too, his computer, but that was a part issue, but he couldn't figure out which part it was, and
I probably should have tried that a long time ago. Just taking that part out and seeing if it worked.
probably. Did you buy a new one or a new part, or what are you doing?
I emailed the company.
Oh, that's right.
Because it has a lifetime warranty. I don't know how well they honor it, but we'll see.
Hopefully they do. How long have you had that part?
4 years.
It doesn't seem that long. Is that long for a computer part?
Not for that part. That's not long. Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It's honestly a part that, if treated correctly, which it was, it should last forever.
Huh. Sounds like it was faulty.
Yeah, which is why they do the lifetime warranty on it, because it's so rare that those die.
I'm going to try to just tear this one, see if it works, because that worked pretty good. Yeah, that was way easier than messing with it. Good to know, right? Okay. It's only a problem when you do these, you have these great ideas to do these funny shape things. I'm going to take one of the little houses from my down by the sea. Did you the one I did last year? And I want to put it here kind of as a pocket for this to go into. The funny little seagull. If I can get my glue working. It's all stuck. I'm just going to do that part and this bottom part, so it's kind of just like a tuck, because I don't want to put glue at the top of the little house there and have that blocked off. I'm just going to kind of put it over to the edge. And I'll put this in here. Oh, I forgot to get a piece. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I needed this little brad because I want to hold this tag down with the shell. I figured that might be a good way to keep it from flapping while in the book. So I need, should we color this a little bit? Let's do a little blue or something on here. Color. I do like the black and white of it, but I think it'd be fun to have a little bit on there. That actually works pretty good. Just move it around a little bit. This is the pumpkin, which is obviously much brighter. Oops. That turned a weird color. Guess it makes sense. All right, I think that's good. Like it. And then we can put this on here, and it can swivel. Is that the way I want it? Just want to make sure it goes over the corner of this really well. I'm just going to use my hole punch. Punch a hole in this. And then when we cover this side, we can cover that up a bit. See, then this can swivel and you can open it. You can right here, move this right on this part. But that at least holds it. And then we'll add some stuff to this. Probably should have stitched some fabric and stuff up there, so I'll probably just figure out what I want up there. I can probably still stitch it because I can open it up, so it'll still work. I just like to use a little bit of glue stick, you know, add a few pieces, and then I'll add a few more with some more glue. And then I just run a stitch through the whole thing once it's all on there the way I want it. That's not going to tear that direction. These are all obviously just random bits and pieces of some fabrics that I have laying around. Some crazy cloth. Usually use this at Halloween, but it's kind of a fun thing for the ocean feel. Don't need that much. Sticky to my finger. And you can do as much of this or little as you like. And then I'll just stitch that down once I'm done. Another fun thing that I figured out, and I'll show you guys. I can't remember whose video I was watching. I think her name is Jenny, and I can't think of her channel name. I'll try to remember to link it. If I forget, just remind me. But she was stamping on fabric, and that's what I did for some of the little bits. So I used this, which is the one I got from my husband for my birthday.
I fixed it.
You did fix it?
Yes.
Good. So now it has memory again?
Yeah, because half of your iPad storage space is available, and then Google Drive is nearly empty, and then iCloud has like almost half empty.
Nice. That'll be helpful. Okay, so I just have some regular cotton fabric here, and you can see this was on a different fabric, but it doesn't really matter. This was coffee stained. But I've just stamped all over it with different stamps. So I'll show you really quick how I did that, because they're just kind of fun to add places. So you can take however big a piece of fabric you want. I'm just going to use a strip just so that it makes it a little easier to see. Well, I don't know if that makes it easier to see or not, but put this away. And I just found, you know, stuff with either seashells or numbers or whatever you like. It can obviously be anything. It could be butterflies, flowers, whatever you feel like, but it's just kind of a fun way of doing it, and a way I hadn't thought about before, which I thought was really cool, because we all stamp all kinds of things, and you could do this same technique on paper, obviously. I mean, I think we've all stamped like all over a piece of paper or whatever, but I don't know. This was just seemed sort of like a new idea to me. Many of you may have already done this, but I'll just show you for fun. I just thought it was a great way to use little bits of fabric, and you could make up a whole bunch of it, you know, to go with whatever journal you're making, or even not a specific journal and just stamp all over it any which way, and just have it ready for whatever you're working on, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a certain theme or anything like that. I like the writing in the middle of this specimen tag, so I'm going to try to just pretty much get that. But yeah, that's the idea. You're just sort of haphazardly putting down whatever looks interesting to you at the moment. Because I've done like strips of fabric with, you know, seashell, or whatever. Seashell, starfish, seashells, that kind of thing. But I like this a lot more. I just feel like it adds a lot more when you use all different things, different numbers, whatever. Let's do a piece of the coral, or sea plant, or whatever this is here. I like to leave it set a second on fabric, because see how it didn't quite get everything on there. And you can go this way, that way, however. Some dots. So you're just kind of grabbing whatever stamps you want and stamping them all over. I think it just makes a neat effect on there. We could use some of this. This is that like drawer liner or whatever, that little foamy drawer stuff. Little starfish. These are Stampin' Up! Stamps that came out of a paper pumpkin, so I'm not exactly sure if you can even get those anymore, or which paper pumpkin, because I just put them all in my stash of stamps. Do some little waves. So yeah, I think it's kind of fun to do them themed a little bit, or just completely however will go with what you're making. A little anchor. I have a big anchor too, but I don't think it'll fit. And I think I'm just gonna get, I don't need all of them. I'm not even gonna get two. Huh, kinda got two. This is just a crazy stamp that I got on, I think it was AliExpress. Not AliExpress, it was BB Craft, I think. Or, oh my gosh, can't remember the name of the other one. it's just a background stamp. You can find a lot of things like that. Crackles and whatever. And but yeah, I just never thought about like doing it this way. I've done, you know, a few things on a strip of fabric or a word or whatever, that kind of thing. But I like this mixing these all up and just putting them down however. Because then when you're usually end up cutting it, tearing it, whatever apart, you're just going to get pieces of it. You're not going to, you know, probably use that whole strip anywhere. I mean, you could, but it really just needs like a piece here and there. So those are just fun, I think, to make. So I thought I would show you guys. I mean, it's probably nothing real earth-shattering or new, but it was new to me, so I thought, well, it might be new to somebody else. I don't know. I'm not usually the hippest, though, so... which is fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, so then what we can do, if I don't cover my lid of my ink, is use a piece of that on here as well. Move this out of the way. Bring this back. And then, so these ones that were already done, I might as well use. Oh, I think I thought about using those maybe as tabs. I don't know what I was doing. But I could do one just sort of hanging off the bottom or under. So then on this, that's just going to be like that though. Maybe I do want a longer piece. I don't know. Do I want it like off of this? No. I could just take a piece of that. I kind of like this idea though. Can always make more. It's pretty easy. And of course you could do colored stamps, you know, make them colorful or whatever. I'm kind of liking this little bit of black because the digital is so bright. It's kind of a nice contrast, which I like. Still feel like that needs something. It needs something. Sometimes I like to just sort of make silk more frayed and whatever than it is. Yeah, I think I'll do something like that. And I think I'll staple that down there. I'm going to glue it just a little bit to crunch it up. And then I'll go stitch this and I'll come back and show you when it's all stitched. Still, is that gonna mess that up from moving? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tear it about here. So I tore my seahorse in half for no reason. I don't want to impede that at all. Okay, and then this will come around like that, and that'll keep that from going, you know, spinning all the way around. So I kind of like that idea. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I stitched across here. I feel like my light is not great. Stitched across there, and then I did 2 staples. I added the little anchor there. I thought that was kind of fun. So this will come out. This can open up. You can write in there. Got the little seagull, and that it's not going to stop it like you can force it to spin all the way around, but at least it kind of holds it there. So I think that's a good thing. So this will go like this. It'll flip up once I hook them together. You'll have that up there. This hopefully will flatten out. And then you'll have this page. So yeah, I think it's going good. I'm enjoying it. For never doing one of these before, I think it's going good. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and sorry I didn't have a whole lot to say today. But yeah, we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Talk later. Bye.